Hello everyone, my name is Hunter555, you can call me Hunter, and I'm not sure PCG bot's working. It's been a little finicky. Yeah, the problem is I can never remember how it works. I don't remember, I can never remember how I'm supposed to get it in chat. So when it does this I don't actually remember how to refresh it. Because it was kind of a one and done thing when I first set it up. So it's evidently... There we go. That showed up. I didn't see the wild cottony appear. It could just be me. Or I could be forgetting how PCG works. But I'm fairly certain, doesn't it say like when the Pokemon's appearing? Maybe it was just delayed. Maybe it was just because it was start of stream, it was a bit delayed. Anyway, yes, hello, my name is Hunter555, you can call me Hunter. I don't know how I'm sounding, I don't know how I'm coming through. Yeah, that's true, Scotsman. Yes, I'm not sure how I'm sounding, but I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better than I was earlier in the week. I'm still feeling a little bunged up. There's a bit of a cough still. I will try and mute. And I've still got a bit of a sore throat, but beyond that, I feel perfectly fine, which is a lot better than I was feeling on Tuesday. So yay for that. I've left my swearing tag on. I will not be swearing in this stream. I specifically don't swear in these streams. Hold on. There we go. Turn it off. That should have worked. Please tell me if there's a tag under the stream that still says swearing. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? There was something else. What was the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about before we went live? Hello, Lumity. Hello, Scotsman. Hello, Expol. Hello, Elcorn. Thank you for the 21-month resub. Jeez, 21 months. And hello, Mythical. Coming in right at the start. Tags go on once you reload. Okay, that's fine then. The other thing. So the other thing is, I've had a couple of people come to me in my DMs and mention that game audio is sounding a bit louder than I am in places. If that's the case, if that's the case with this game or in any other game, please mention it in chat, because that's when I can actually like check levels and things, see how I'm sounding a lot more easily. I know there are quite a few streamers out there who don't like to do technical stuff on the fly. Those people are generally the more professional ones amongst us. I am not a professional streamer. I make no illusions of being a professional streamer. I have no desire to be a professional streamer. So, yeah, if game audio sounds a bit louder than me, please do say, and I will make the necessary changes. The only other thing to let you guys know, now that I've switched into game, is I have made some very slight changes to the overlay. You can only see one of them currently. The change you can see is this, I don't know if my mouse won't show on the overlay, but it's the nice new trio badge next to the Pokeballs. I've already preloaded the other badges. That's very presumptuous of me. Yes, I've already preloaded the other badges ready, so they can just be displayed once I've got them, just so anyone who comes in, they can see how many badges we've got. There is 8. Most people know that there are 8 Pokemon badges, so those are just there to make my life easier. I've cheated a little, because I know what 3 Pokemon I'm going for next. I know what 3 Pokemon I'm going to be aiming for. So I've already loaded their sprites up, ready to go. I'm not going to show you them, because I haven't caught them yet. But I know what 3 Pokemon I want to try and aim for before the next gym. So I never changed the stream title. This is not our first gym. Oh, professional, like I said. Yeah, so I know what I already knew at least 2 of them, and I checked one of the locations we're going to. And there's a third Pokemon that I would at least like to use for a bit. Purloin will eventually be swapped out. Elkhorn, I can't see your messages. Yeah, Purloin will eventually be swapped out, as will at least 1, if not 2, of the Pokemon I'm hoping to catch today. But one of them is just a temporary. I need it for the next gym, because I have the advantage of having played this game before and therefore knowing exactly what is coming, which includes what the gyms are. So I'm taking the necessary precautions. Right. Oh yeah, I've got to go through that now. No, don't launch the Sea Gear. Yes, they will be restricted. I want them restricted. Yeah, so if the game audio is a bit louder than me, please do say. It's actually a bit loud for me, so I need to turn my computer down. Now, one of the Pokemon we want is found on this route, so there is going to be just a fair bit of... Well, that's a freebie. That's Blitzel, that's the exact Pokemon I'm looking for. I mean, what are the odds of that? Okay. Needlessly powerful. Oh, Lillipup! That was the exact Pokemon we need! We're not going to see that thing for the rest of the stream. Well, prove me wrong! Right, Lillipup, don't get a crit this time. Oh, that's really funny. That's more like it. Yeah, no, I know. I know. What are the odds? What are the odds? Right. Now we need to catch it. And then we need to get Writer's Block. I mean, nickname it. Well, I have to say, I was not expecting that at all. Like, I did not expect to just come across it just like that. Yes. Now we need a nickname. Alcorn's been streaking in chat for 15 streams? Alcorn, put some clothes on. Right, we need a nickname for an electric zebra. Ooh. I know, Elkon just loves to streak. He loves to tear his clothes off and streak. Shockney. Shockney. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button. It's not a pony, though. It's a zebra. I'm probably going to upset all the Americans by calling it a zebra rather than a zebra. Shock. Knee. I think Shockney actually works better, honestly, than Chakra. Chakra sounds a bit like Chakra, which would fit more with a psychic type. Psychic electric type. Psychic electric type. Yes, there is. There is a psychic electric type. I had to think about that. Okay, so when we've got that screen on, the badges are in a bit of a funny place. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Are there black bars for you guys above and below the stream? I don't know how the stream looks in full screen mode. No, it looks alright. Because it looks different in the windowed mode of Stream Manager. Anyway. That was very easy. Black bars to the left and right. Are you in windowed or full screen? Because it might be because you're is it you? No. You're in windowed. Okay, windowed will have black bars then. There we go. Addy, I've told you, stop apologising. Stop apologising for being late. Okay, yeah, it's because you're in windowed mode then. I'm doing this because I want to get Lilliput back up to where it was before. Before the end of last stream, because of course we replaced Lilliput with a different one. So I just want to get them back up to the same level. Or at least a similar. I think level 12 would be sufficient. I know it was level 14, but... We're not learning Helping Hand. Keep old moves. Yep. Give up on Helping Hand. Okay. Now we need to actually look at Shockney. Summary. Quick attack, tail whip, and charge. And ability Lightning Rod. Draws in all electric type moves to up special attack. Okay. And your attack is raised and your defense lowered. That's not ideal for an electric type. You are not a very good electric type. I mean, Lightning Rod's fine, but electric resists itself, so I'm not likely to send an electric type out against an electric type. I'd have preferred the other ability, which is Sap Sipper. Guess what Sap Sipper does? Almost the exact same thing, but for grass types. I'm gonna keep it though because, well, I'd like to, but yeah, that's gonna be. Switch. We'll switch those two around, and we'll just level up Shockney a bit, just to. We'll just do a bit of switch training on Shockney, just to try and get him a bit higher. Only got one attacking move. Not great attacking move either. We'll make do. I'd rather not switch train if I can avoid it, because it means we don't get the full experience. And the others don't really need it. I'd like just an attacking electric type move. Just so I can get that stab. Well, that was pathetic. Let's go back up this way. Don't get too close to Sharon. Sharon. Patrat. Patrat, become experience for my Blitzel. That's not good. That's going to take a while. This is going to take a long time. Looks like PCG is running fine now. Probably not going to let you catch anything. No, well, that's the way it's set up, Scotsman. There's a specific thing that I can set that says, don't let these players catch in my channel. And you're one of them. Oh, that was so close to being the perfect amount. You seem to be having some trouble there, Elcorn. See what I mean, Scots? And that's because you dropped an anvil on my head. I'm not actually sure what that is. What's that? What is that? What is that emo? Cart flip. We'll swap Lilliput in. Lilliput? Lilliput? Oh, never mind. I'm 3 levels higher. And it flinched. Awesome. Okay, we did change it because of the ability. I wasn't sure if that's what we'd done. I'm not sure. Right, we need to go and heal Shock Me up again. This is the only downside to route travel. You have to keep going back to heal. Especially when there's a story beat like there is. Because the story prevents this. I'm not reading out that line. But yeah, because of the story beat, I can't actually go to the next city. Which is a little inconvenient. Huh! Snap. Tail whip. Please lower defense. Yes. My defense is already shockingly bad. Pun completely intentional. No worries, Alcorn. Enjoy the commute. Hope it's not too painful. Special defense rise is not an issue. And one more will do it. That crit certainly mattered. Ah, 1, maybe 2 more battles ought to do it. Depending on level. With any luck, this should be the only battle we need at level 9. Though it could take a while. When you're used to managing to OHKO most things, having to actually take your time is a little annoying. So, fun fact about Blitzel. Well, it's fun for me at least. Blitzel was introduced, and its evolution were introduced in the Gen 5 games, in Black and White. They appeared in Black and White, they appeared in Black 2 and White 2, and then they did not appear again as catchable Pokemon until Scarlet and Violet. There we go, leveled up. And there we are, attacking type move. Yeah, they did not appear again until the latest Scarlet and Violet DLC. You could have them in X and Y. You could have them in... You couldn't have them in Auras, because that was a remake. You could have them in X and Y. You could have them in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. You couldn't have them in Sword and Shield, I don't think. Couldn't have them in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl or Legends Arceus, but that's slightly different. Basically, simply put, you could only catch them in the wild in these games. If you didn't catch them here, you had to trade for them from someone who had caught them here and moved them up. Until the latest DLC. And I never used them in Black and White, or Black 2 and White 2. I never used it. Mainly because at the time I was quite young, I hadn't really figured out my Pokemon tastes. Which I have now. I'm really keen on the electric type. Possibly my favourite type. Considering one of my favourite Pokemon is also an electric type Pokemon. That's hardly surprising. They ran inside here. Hunter, your Pokemon's HP is fine, and you're ready to go, right? Then let's go. Love that music. What I am going to do is that. Put Lillipup in the front. Hunter! This bothersome bunch doesn't really listen to reason. That child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Doesn't that make the Pokemon sad? It's the same thing for all your Pokemon, so hand them over to us now! Better yet, we'll just take them! How's my evil voice? I don't think it's very good. Oh, I thought this was going to be something else. Never mind. A single Patrat. It is level 12, which makes me a bit nervous about the gym. I'm not sure what level the next gym is. That's not going to do you much good with that little health. There we go. Oh, not quite enough to level up. Whoa, whoa, come on now! I missed the rest of that. Oh well. What? How could we lose when we have right on our side? Not bad, Hunter. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it. How troublesome. Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. There's 2 of you and 2 of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you that we are right. So there were more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Hunter, we've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's backs when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. Hi Minipax, welcome on in. Hope you're feeling a bit better as well. That's more like it. Double battle. It's 2 per trap. I don't know which one he's going to attack. It's one of the problems with double battles against NPCs. That's my answer. That's the other thing. They tend to focus on the player. They have a bad habit of focusing on the player, not the not both Pokemon. So it's not very helpful. There we go. Hoping he'll just finish off that first one. Because that one's probably going to bide. Blitzel. Tax done for another year, so feeling wonderful. Good. Glad to hear it. There we go. That should kill it. Yep. Only 99 experience. It's a level above me. It's an electric zebra. Pax. Hello, Elksun / Kiranon. I don't know if you're both there or if it's just Elksun, but hello. Welcome on in. I definitely need to make sure I watch my mouth now. In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take that Pokemon. Whatever. What a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer! What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get that at all! We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers from being used by people. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. I had to think about that word. Trainers bring out their Pokemon's strengths. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, Hunter. I'll return the Pokemon. Such a gentleman. Meanwhile, I will move Shockney to the front. And then... No, I don't want you to hold the potion. You Okay. Let's try this. Let's try the long method then. Hey, CJ. Just Elksun. Well, hello, Elksun. Right. I want that item. And apparently, I'm going to have a battle. It's the Zubat stand-in that we will not be catching. I considered Woobat as my flyer, but I've opted for a different Pokemon that you catch later on, so I'm just going to kill this thing. Well, try to anyway. Should... I'm surprised it survived that, considering. It is weak to it. Oh, come on! Seriously? It survived that? It even... so I know Zubat doesn't evolve like this, but Zubat's evolution, Golbat, does evolve through friendship, and so does Woobat. They both evolve through friendship. Not quite. Now, there is another Pokemon that can be found here, but it's quite... it's not this one. This is not something Shockney can handle. Because it's a rock type. We'll switch in Bubbles. Got to be careful, because Bubbles is starting to get a bit higher level than everyone else. Then again, starter Pokemon, they do that. Everyone keep your mouth shut, there is a child in the audience. Oh, that was actually surprisingly effective. Ooh, a Sliggoo. Thank you, Rock'n'Roller, for lowering my accuracy. I appreciate that. Oh wait, no I don't. That's really inconvenient. Didn't matter. Shockney grew to level 12. Awesome. Shockney did not learn... Oh, Shockney learned to move at level 11. This is the problem with caves. Every tile is a valid Pokemon encounter tile. So that's why you encounter more of them. Just because every single step you've got a chance, as opposed to only in the grass. But the presence of the bat Pokemon is useful. Yeah, no, repels can be useful, but at the moment, because there's the bat Pokemon, because there's Woobat, it works to my advantage, because flying types are weak to electric types, and it means I can easily grind Shockney. The downside is Rock and Roller is a rock type, and therefore I think resistant to electric type attacks. I'm not actually certain on that, but it's more prone to, more likely to know a ground type move. I would be using Rock and Roller, but it's a trade evolution. Its final form evolves through trade. I can't trade, so will not be using it. Can't hang out. Have a series of Robert Burns concerts this weekend. Things quite busy. No worries, CJ. Enjoy getting ready for your concerts, I guess. I'm not sure if that's what you're doing, if you're going to sleep, or... But I hope your concerts go well. Now, there is another Pokemon that can appear here, but I don't know if it appears in this bit. And it only appears in dust clouds. Which I can't exactly force to appear. So... Chance of finding Pokemon in a dust cloud is 40%. That's fine. Oh, that's black 2 and white 2. That's slightly different. Phenomenon can be randomly triggered whenever the Poké player takes a step in the area. Only one may active at a time. Continue to exist if the player moves away from it, so long as they stay in the same overall location. Will vanish after it is encountered or if the player picks up a visible item. Encounters while Pokemon interacts with an NPC. Exits the area or room entirely. Also vanish if an NPC steps on it. Using a repel does not prevent them from... Okay. So, long story short, I would basically just have to walk in circles until a dust cloud appeared. And I'm fairly certain they'll appear even if I use this. So, let's try this. It should continue to have a chance to appear. That's only 100 steps. We'll do one more loop, battle anything that appears, and if we don't get it, we'll just have to move on, which is a pity, because I was kind of hoping to catch it, but I can't just walk in circles forever hoping for a dust cloud to appear. For a Pokemon that might not even stay in the party. This one was a maybe. And I was just kind of banking on it appearing. So, not ideal, but there we go. Confusion was annoying, but we can take out the Woobat. There we go. Bit of extra experience for Shockney. There we go. Add another Pokemon. I know I had 2 repels. But I want to save the other one for if a dust cloud appears. Because then I can repel to get to it. I didn't see what level this thing was. 12. Ooh. Oh. Okay, we outspeed. Take it out. Yes! Oh! Rude. Seriously? And it was a Rogue and Roller. Oh well, we might as well. I forgot that Lilliput had fainted. I was looking for Drillbur, but it's such a difficult encounter at this stage in the game that it's not really worth it. Because again, I wasn't necessarily sure I was going to stick with it. It was just going to be to fill a slot for the time being until I got to Pokemon that I wanted later on. Hello, Screwy. they do look a bit like Bobbin, yeah. I never really thought about that. They do a bit. Let me out. Right, we'll head back and move on to the next story beat. Hunter, thank you so much. The two of you got her Pokemon back. I'm lucky to have friends like you two. Thank you, miss. Please take these as a thank you present. I'm not miss, but thank you anyway. They're not all based on animals. A lot of Pokemon are, but not all of them. Ooh, those are heal balls. They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. I'm going to see this girl on her way. So see you later, Hunter. Bye-bye. Bye, Bianca. They must have teleported because... Really? You were working fine earlier. Honestly, Wolfhowl, we really need to have words. I don't know, Scotsman, but the thing is, it's a different audio. Different audio file for the gift sub versus the resub. Xpol, thank you for gifting that sub to Keranon, technically Elkson. Addy, yes, quick balls are in this one. But I don't unlock them until I think the 6th badge. So, still a while away yet. And Elkson, yes, I am aware. I've pressed the wrong button again. Oshawott does evolve at level 16. But I'm not too worried about when my Pokemon evolve, especially with the next gym. I'm really bigging this gym up, because I've expressed my concern for it a few times. And the fact that I'm catching a specific Pokemon for it, it's really not that special. But it gave me a lot of grief when I was younger. A lot of grief. So, I'm a little nervous for it, because my only memories of this gym are bad. But yes, Oshawott does evolve when it levels up. I don't actually know off the top of my head when the other two do. Blitzel, I imagine, will be in the level 20s, maybe the 30s. Yeah, level 27. And what about Lillipup? Because Lillipup evolves twice. So 16 and 32. That makes sense for a 3-stage. For a 3-stage, no. Whoops. I'm not going to bother reading out all of this chat because it's just it's the usual. Elkhorn is old fare. You don't need me to repeat that. You guys are familiar with the rigmarole already. Now you get to show off everything you learned in the training school. Yes, and I get to crush your soul. School kid Al. Oh, a Blitzel. That could be a problem. Because I don't know which ability... That's a level 13 Blitzel. Oh, that's a problem. Because that's a higher level than all my Pokemon, except the thing that's weak. to electric types. We'll stay in with Shockney and hope that we win. We're both using quick attacks, so it is down to speed. Which is a... No, use Shockwave. Lightning Rod! Special attack rise, completely useless, but... because I'm not using any special attacks. Never mind, there we go, we've won. Now just you wait, I at least, and I assume Scotsmen, take great pride in coming up with new and inventive ways to call Elkhorn old each and every time. That's all well and good, but I don't need to read it out. There we go. And crushed Skull Kid Owl's hopes and dreams. And there is an item there, so we'll go and grab... We will encounter a Pokemon. I was hoping it would be a Pidove, but it's not. Trap. Sorry, Alcon. No facepalm here. That bite's not going to do you much good, my friend. My little rodenty friend. Addy. Not as old as Elkhorn. An antidote. Right, I've just seen Sharon, so we're going to go back here and heal up because I have a feeling there might be a rival battle coming. Addy, what you've got to remember is that Scotsman is Cthulhu's peer. But Elkhorn is Cthulhu's older brother, who was at university when Cthulhu was going to primary school. Called it! Hunter, stop! That dark tall grass over there? Every now and again, two Pokemon will pop out at the same time. In other words, you have to be careful in the darker grass. I'm heading on to Nacrene City. Oh! The music made me think that there was a rival battle coming. That's disappointing. Dark Grass has... Yeah, Dark Grass is literally the exact same Pokemon, but at slightly higher levels. Screwed. Yeah, Blitzel. I'm very happy with my Blitzel. Mainly because it was like the first two encounters we had this stream. Try and get Blitzel leveled up a bit more if we can. Stop getting crits! No, it's not a Nuzlocke, thankfully. If it was a Nuzlocke, I'd have been severely disappointed, but I also wouldn't be pre-planning my team. This is just a trip down nostalgia lane for me, frankly. I keep doing that. We can take her. Hippopotas. Yeah, I have a decent team. And I also were on Route 3 and I have 4 Pokemon. No. It would be reasonable to have 4 Pokemon at this time. In theory, I should have 5 unless I'd accidentally killed an encounter. I had to think about that for a second, but I've been on 3 routes. This is Route 3 and in the cave. And I got my starter Pokemon. So yeah, I should in theory have 5 Pokemon at this point. If we were doing Nuzlocke rules. I'll do a Nuzlocke eventually, but I'm a coward, so I'm doing it on one of the easier games. That is genuinely my plan. I'm doing it on one of the easier games when the experience share changes. I have no shame in admitting to that. My stream, my rules. Don't crit. That did nothing. Oh right, yeah, it's flying top move. I resist it. There we go. Ooh, 245 experience. Very nice. Yeah, this gen is very rough for a Nuzlocke. Very rough. And I've got bad experiences with Lenora, so I wouldn't do it. If I was doing a Nuzlocke, I'd start it after Lenora. But I need a Pokemon from Actually, I should say, I will explain Nuzlocks in just a second for you, Pax. There's just one thing I want to cover first, and that is for anyone who's familiar with Pokemon games, particularly Pokemon Black. This is why, because Spectacle is discussing it, but I am trying to keep gym leader types and my Pokemon evolutions and things not so much a secret, because I can't stop people from looking things up off stream, but I'm being vague about it. I'm not specifically I'm not actually. I haven't disclosed what Lenora's type is. I didn't disclose. No, I won't disclose what future gym leaders are. People are more than welcome to look them up, but I know what's coming, so I will just automatically make preparations for each gym. People are welcome to guess, but I'm not going to outright say until I'm actually in the gym. Yes, we will switch, because we're low level, and we'll switch to Lillipup. Yes, they've actually... The Nuzlocke explanation has just been thrown in chat for me, but for those that can't see chat, who might be watching the VOD, Nuzlocke is a specific way of playing the Pokemon games. That's Dark's type move, I don't remember if Dark resists stuff. So... One of the hardest things about it is permadeath, effectively, which means that when your Pokemon faints, it is dead, air quotes, you put it in the box. There we go, resists. And you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a location. So the first Pokemon I encountered on Route 1, that is the Pokemon that I have to catch. If I fail to catch it, I don't get another Pokemon until I get to Route 2. If that Pokemon faints before Route 2, I'm out of luck. That's tough luck for me. So those are the two primary... A Nuzlocke at its basis is those two rules. There are people who will say a proper Nuzlocke has other rules, but a Nuzlocke at its very base form are those two rules, and that you must nickname every Pokemon. So you're more attached to them when they do faint. Or if they faint. That's what it is at its core. There are other rules, as Schleptical said, which is things like you can't your Pokemon cannot be a higher level than the next mini-boss's strongest Pokemon. So in this case, that would be the next gym leader, Lenora. I could not have a Pokemon stronger than her strongest. It would have to be the same level. If it levels up during the battle, that's generally considered acceptable, but not before. And I've got Little in front. Wrong. Run. There we go. I wanted the item. As for Elkson's question of what type is the next gym leader, I'm not telling you. You're welcome to look it up, but I'm not telling you. I will tell you that it is weak to the fighting type. Mainly because Schlepskel's already mentioned that. But yes, it's weak to the fighting type, that's all I'm telling you. They can, yeah, they're quite fun, and they're flexible, and so... At the end of the day, Nuzlocke, if you follow the two rules / the nicknaming rule as well, that's the Nuzlocke in essence. Making other things easier or harder, that's entirely up to the individual player. Yeah, only use an item when you can only use an item when in the gym leader uses an item, or you're allowed to use health items. Some people say when a Pokemon faints, if they're holding an item, they keep that item. No, that's fine, Schlepsicle. I hadn't said anything. I hadn't really mentioned it. It hadn't come up, so I actually appreciate it because it allowed me to discuss it. Yeah, so there are things to make it easier or harder. And yeah, the big thing about it... There we go, Bubbles has just screwed to level 16, so we're going to have... I will stay into a rock type happily. It forces you to use Pokemon you might not normally use. If I'd encountered a Rock and Roller in the cave, first of all, I would be using a Rock and Roller, despite the fact that I can't evolve it. Sturdy is quite useful. But yeah, I can't evolve that all the way on the emulator, so I would have had to make do with its middle evolution, which admittedly I think in these games would be fine. I don't know when I get the Eviolite. I think that was introduced in Gen 5. It was, in Castelia City, so I actually would be able to get hold of it and... Okay, that wouldn't have been so bad. Level 17. Not level 16. Maybe Tepig's level 16. Could have sworn one of them. No, we're going back to the nursery. This isn't later gens. In the more recent games, when you have a rival battle, they heal your Pokemon before the battle. In this game, they don't. Yeah, one thing I like about a lot of trade evolutions later in the series is the middle evolution is still solid, still really solid, especially since the Eviolite was introduced, but they're just generally quite solid anyway, which is good for people who don't have someone to trade with, like me when I first played this game and used a Boldor. It was really good to have. I keep doing that. It was really good to have a decent middle stage evolution, because if you can't evolve it, you're stuck with it. So it worked out quite nicely for me. And of course, if you've played the Gen 4 games, you know the pain of a Pokemon that evolves through trade, if you're familiar with a certain gift. Come with me a sec. We're just going to go for a walk. If you go straight from here, there's a Pokemon Center. And use these if you want. Chesto berries. They could be useful. Give your Pokemon a Chesto berry to hold. Then, if it ever falls asleep, it will wake up immediately. Oh, and another piece of advice. Nacrene City's gym leader uses normal types. If you have a fighting type Pokemon, it might give you a big advantage. There you go. The game does often tell you. Why Why? Why is the audio so screwy? Really annoying. Thank you, Schleptical, for the follow. Really appreciate that. My ads are about to start, so I'm going to heal my Pokemon and then I'm going to go on a break. A few minutes away from the screen just so I can rest my eyes, stretch my back, top up my drink, that wonderful stuff. You should all take a break as well, because I bet you're all hunched over looking at screens really close to your face. But yeah, I will be back in just a few minutes. Take a break, and we'll have a gym battle, hopefully, before the end of the stream. And we're back. Hello everyone. I'm really hoping you couldn't hear the game sounds because I could hear the game sounds and the music playing, and it was not a good combination at all. So I'm hoping you guys couldn't hear it. Anyway, right. Before we tackle the gym, who are you? Highly fashionable and admired locale. Contra-wise, if you happen to be a bit ordinary, here that's cool in its own way. Good to know. That's a fence. So we'll go this way. Oh wait, hold on. I'll introduce you into this special thing. So throughout Pokemon Black and White, there are musicians. And when you go near the musicians, you can hear the instrument they're playing added to the music. So standing here, it adds a bit of an accordion. Then as we walk away, it leaves. I don't know, I think that's a really cool touch. Ah, the perks of game knowledge. If there's a track like that, there's a hidden item at the end. You're a battle girl. Yeah, I had a feeling you might, CJ. Wait, what? For some reason I thought you were a trainer. I guess not. But yes, that's a fighting type TM, which will be helpful. If you go straight, it doesn't take long, but if you go the wrong way, it's a maze. Is Pinwheel Forest a path or a maze for you? So, this is Pinwheel Forest. This is the main part of it. We can't get through. If their Pokemon are liberated, trainers will no longer be trainers. Now, this person will heal me, but only if I battle her first. Right, give me the Pokemon I want. It's not quite what I was looking for. I considered Timpole, or Timepole, however you pronounce it, as one of my Pokemon, but then you guys gave me Oshawott. As such, I will not be using that Pokemon. I don't need 2 water types, but it is a ground type, so I can't... Actually, I don't know if Timpole is, in fairness. No, it's pure water type. Its evolution is ground type, so I could have left Shockney in. Oh well. It's bloody strong. Apologies for the language there. We'll try swapping Shockney back in. Holy moly! Right, that's enough of that. We're having none of that nonsense. There we go. Right. Great ball. There we go, Pokemon. Be the one I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for, but it is a fighting type. So we will catch it. Maybe. Maybe. If we're lucky. We've got dark types, normal types, both weak to fighting types. So bit of an issue there. I'm going to try and catch Timber. I'll keep it in my party temporarily, but I'm not going to update the overlay. And I'm also willingly going to use a different Pokeball. I try and keep all my Pokemon in the same Pokeballs where possible. Right, we've caught Timber. We're not going to be using it, so I'm not going to nickname it. It's just there to bolster the party for now. There we go. And I've also realised that I need to reorder my team. Pokémon. Bubbles into the front. Come on. Ah. Not what I'm looking for. It's only a 10% chance to appear, that's why. That could be a problem. We will see. Oh, come on! And it knows quick attack. I kind of want Oshawott to evolve before the gym. Ooh! Different music. And that's why. The fact that Lupin's come out is not ideal. Because Lupin is level 6. See? Immediately taken out. Send Timber in. This is why we've got Timber, for this kind of situation. The only risk is I've sent it out against a flying type. But Pid have used Gust on my water type. Which doesn't make much sense, but there we go. I'm surprised at the lack of damage Loki. Oh, he's level 15, that's why. Ow. That hurt. Hit of down. And I hit myself in confusion. Right, we'll need to use Tackle on Timpole. Really doesn't like that side. Right, in comes Lillipup. A Pokemon I would actually like to get some experience if possible. But it is faster. That's not great. I suppose it is 2 levels higher. Now those probably would have taken it out if it weren't for the attack drop. Oh! Oh, not quite level up. Okay. No, we're not sticking around for this battle. Because I don't have the Pokemon to survive. Of course I couldn't. Of course I couldn't get away. There we go. I'm picking my movements very carefully just then. Right. Back to the Pokemon Center. Yes. Yes, I would. Thank you. I don't know why you want my Pokemon to get injured again, but okay. Off we go again. And this time, I will try and hit the correct button eventually. We're actually going to put Shockney back in the lead. Because Shockney should be able to handle the Tympulse quite nicely. An Ether. That's not going to get used. Whoops! Dog's barking. I think she can hear me having fun without her. It's very inconsiderate of me. Ah. Okay. I have no counter for grass types. That's a problem. Grass types just electric types, and I don't have Sap Zipper. That's a healing type move, and your trainer. Oh dear. Okay, this is going to be a painful few minutes. The walking nuke. Yeah, just raise your attacks. Sure, why not? And Leech Seed. Yeah, okay. This could be a tough battle. And it's now got +2 in both attacks. I think I know what the other Pokemon's going to be. It's still using Growth. That's +3 in both attacks. Maxes out at +6 if you're wondering. Video earlier this week explaining the operation and internals of a tactical gnome. A what? A tactical gnome. And it knows Stun Spore. Stun Spore, Leech Seed, Growth, Mega Drain. Why? Is this some kind of cloud creature from hell? Power Hacks. Use Leech Seed again. It has Mega Drain. Why was it using Leech Seed? Level up. Petlil! Petalil! I knew it! I'm gonna have to switch Timber in. If only just to soak up a couple of hits whilst I sort out Lilliput. Have no paralyze heals yet. And this thing knows Leech Seed as well. Of course it does. Leech Seed is a terrible move when I'm not using it. Just took the video in Discord for me to be amused at later. Thank you. Thank you, Scotsman. Okay, okay. Options. Best option is probably going to be to swap out. And of course it used Mega Drain on my Switch. Thank God for that crit. That crit is probably going to be the only reason I win this battle. That Mega Drain is going to hurt. Yep, which is going to really favour the pet. And it moved it out of the yellow. Oh, a crit, thank goodness. And it used Leech Seed. Wasted an attack. Okay, good. Yes! Never underestimate the random amount of stuff I find online, like these streams. Thanks! Thanks, Scotsman. There we go. Oh, that was tough and painful. I'm just going to try and get this nurse battled so I can heal without going all the way back into town. Luna! Not what I was expecting. I didn't know what it was that she had. For some reason I thought it was an Ordino. Lucky chance, I know crits now. That was deliberate, by the way. It's not normal that I'll do stuff like that, but I think it will help. Can never remember what Imprison does exactly. I see it so rarely. It blocks some moves, but I don't know which ones. I'm not sure if it's shared moves. I know some moves will block only shared moves. There we go. Shock Knee is leveled up. Thunder Wave. Forget Tail Whip. I won't use Thunder Wave much, but it's better than Tail Whip. It's gonna be a miracle if we get to the stream. No, stream? The gym. Thank you for healing my Pokémon. That's what I wanted. If anything happens, let me know. Oh, I intend to. I'm trying to remember how to get to where I want to go. Sulk? Pidove! Not quite what I was after. There we go. Nice and easy. Oops. Walked straight into him. Special Pokemon you just caught, eh? Let's see what we've got. Venipede. I considered Venipede. And then opted against it because bug types are not very good. And neither are poison types. Not yet. You didn't even use a bug or poison type move. Yeah, poison type Pokemon get better next generation. When fairy types are introduced. Go, and a Lillipup. We'll keep battling. Level 14, good. I really need this Sork. Wasted move! Because you're not going to have any electric type attacks. I think that's what Odesleuth does. I'm fairly certain that's what it does. More experience than me. You caught them and have not raised them. Well, there's your problem. Dodging the martial artists. A netball. That's not going to get used, because that's bug and water types, and I don't need either of those. I don't know what was in the rustling grass, I just saw rustling grass. An Ordino. I see rustling grass, I go for it. At this stage. It's either a rare Pokemon or it's an Ordino, which an Ordinos are really useful. If really difficult to fight. Helping Hand and Attract, two moves that against my Blitzel are completely useless. Curious to see what else it has. Crit? Double Slap. That's less ideal. Hit 2 times? A move with double? Hit 2 times? What a surprise. And that didn't kill it. I know I'm outspeeding, but Helping Hand has priority. There we go. That should get us to level 16. 1,000 experience! Holy guacamole! Wow. Shockney's doing well. Sork? Too much to hope for. Okay. That's quite pathetic after the 1,000 experience I got from Ordino. Come on. I need this. No! This is the problem with trying to find a 10% encounter Pokemon. I will be honest. I'm not going to do this with Pokemon I'm catching, but look up Seismitoad. Or just look up Timpole and find its evolutions. Palpitoad is worse. Seismitoad is not the most attractive Pokemon. It's not a bad Pokemon, though it was the 4th water ground type to be introduced, so as much as people like the type combination, because it's only got one weakness, it's not super popular. And it also shares a type combination with Swampert, the water starter from the Gen 3 games, and that was the most popular starter from those games, so it was never going to be a fan favourite. Yes! Sork! Finally! Thank you! Timber, yeah, it's a cool name. They all have cool, like, good names. Timber evolves into Girder and then Conkelder. It's also a trade evolution. One I actually managed to use. But it also doesn't look very good. It starts at Timber, looks very good, and it goes downhill from there. Sork's problem is primarily just that it's a guy. Sork. The karate Pokémon. The sound of Sork punching boulders and trees can be heard all the way from the mountains where they train. Need to actually remember to save that when I update it. Whole tier list for every Pokemon. I would like to see that, because there's over 1,000 of them now. We're not using this for long, so I'm not going to be super creative with the name. JAC. Imaginative, I know. And if anyone wants to tell me that Jackie is a girl's name, Jackie Chan would like a word with you. Right, there we go. We caught it. It's level 15, okay. Right. Poe. It's not a panda, it's just like a martial arts guy. Here. Bye. Take you up to 5. Wow, I can buy 56. We're gonna buy 5. And antidotes, we will buy 3. We're gonna need these because of Pinwheel Forest. And 4 of those. Nope, that's it, thank you. What is in Shockney? Okay, that's fine. And that's why. I want to see things no one can see. The ideals of Pokemon inside Pokeballs. The truth of how trainers should be. And a future where Pokemon have become perfect. Do you feel the same? Yes. That's so? I think my friends and I should test you to see if you can see this future too. Well, this should be an easy first battle. Now, I want you to take note of something about N. Remember, in our first battle, he used a Purloin. That's all he used. But it was the first battle, so it's understandable he only had one Pokemon. He's now got 3. But I want to see if you notice something. Yes, Pidove is a pigeon. Thank you for noticing, Addy. It's also a dove. We'll stay into Shockney. N is British confirmed. What, because I'm using a British accent or because he's fighting with a pigeon? You know pigeons are found in more than just Britain, right? It's 2 Pokemon taken out with 1 hit. So, why is he using a Timber? According to the rules of how Pokemon games work, he should be using a Purloin as his 3rd Pokemon, because they just add and then their Pokemon evolve. They don't swap out. But N is using a completely new team. That's unusual. Do you need a neon sign to point out what I wanted you to notice? Or was that sufficient? It's going to bide. Yeah. I don't actually know what moves Jackie has. I should really have checked. Okay. There we go. I cannot see the future yet. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world. So I need power. Power enough to make anyone agree with me. Now I know what power I need. Zekrom. The legendary Pokemon that, along with the hero, created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero. And you and I will be friends. Weird guy. We're also going to go and heal again, because I'm not going into a gym down my starter. And we're also going to teach Sork Rock Smash. Use. Yes. Yes. Leah, forget. I love Unbreakable TMs. Best part of Gen 5. It's not the best part of Gen 5, but it's a really good part of Gen 5. And yes, I'm going to teach Rock Smash to a load of Pokemon. Because I want as many Pokemon as possible carrying a fighting type move. Because I am not looking forward to this gym. It could be a piece of cake. Now that I'm older and wiser, it could be really easy. But I'm not going to take that chance. I am taking precautions. Because I know what Lenora has. There we go. Right, that's that done. So we can go back to the gym now. Whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome! I'm Hawes, the Assistant Director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum. That's really not necessary, sir. This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokémon. There's a theory that it had an accident while it was flying the world, and so it became a fossil. This rock is amazing. It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. Oh, this? It's an ordinary old stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We only display it because it's rather pretty to look at. The Pokémon gym is just beyond here. At the end of the gym, a very strong and kind gym leader is waiting. By the way, the gym leader Lenora happens to be my wife. Right, so, before we go into the gym, so a nice mask, some ancient tablets, some bones, a Dragonite skeleton, that's clearly a Dragonite skeleton, a fossil of Armaldo, a meteorite giving off strange energy, and a pretty white stone. Folks, which item that we have been introduced to in this museum is of plot significance? Is it the skeleton? Is it the mysterious meteorite emanating strange energy? Or is it the pretty white stone? Cast your votes now. I'm not actually putting a poll up. If my mods want to put a poll up, they're more than welcome to, but I'm just curious to see what people think. A Pokémon gym where a leader waits for a challenger at the back of a museum? It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? So, I will give this to you. All three, but definitely Elk on the paperweight. And Scotsman and Kieran, Elkson, sorry, I both decided it was Elk on the paperweight that's the important one. And you'd be right, that is the plot significant one. The meteorite does have significance if you have a specific Pokemon, which is Deoxys. All trainers in this gym use normal type Pokemon. This is just between you and me. Normal type Pokemon are weak against fighting type Pokemon. Around here, fighting type Pokemon show up around Pinwheel Forest. Now, I will explain about the gym itself. In this Pokemon gym, if you answer questions hidden in books, you can move forward. For your information, the first book is Nice to Meet You Pokemon. If you don't know where the book is, please ask anyone. So, I've taught you a fighting type move, so I'm going to put you in the front because I feel you can handle the early battles. People call me a bookworm. Warn you now, I am strong because I spend the entire day either reading books or training Pokemon. Right. Ooh! Ooh! Ah. You're the first trainer, and you're level 17. That's gonna be a problem. I didn't realise there was such a steep level gap. And you know Sand Attack. Of course you know Sand Attack. Why did it use Detect again? I mean, we leveled up. Razor Shell. You got 95 accuracy. we go. Bubbles learned Razor Shell. There we go. What? Bubbles is evolving? I never saw this coming. Ponder's use of ban button. Elkhorn, I gave you those powers to use them for the greater good. Not to ban people who are just being honest. I appreciate the truth can hurt. But the fact of the matter is, you can't abuse those powers. Just because the truth is painful. Give me 1 second. It's better. I'm just making Duot slightly smaller. There we go. Right. What was the name of that first book? Nice to meet you, Pokémon. Yes. Fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokémon for the first time in his life. He's with a small brown Pokémon. There is a memo between the pages. Pokémon trainers, I'm the gym leader Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library, each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and find me? Now this is the first question. What is the first Pokémon you met in this gym? The hint is, on a bookshelf in the middle row. Now try to find it. Patrat raises its tail when it sees an enemy. There is a memo on the back cover. As I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? The hint is, somebody may be reading it. So it's either her or her. I'm going to go for her. I'm going to say, yada yada yada. I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive. Yes. Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. A locomotive. But before that, it would be great for my research if we had a Pokemon battle. Fine, I suppose I can indulge you. You only have 1 Pokemon. A Herdia. This is Lillipup's evolved form, for those that don't know. An X defense. Defense drop, defense drop. Yes! Another? Damn. I could always hope. Oh, so close. I want to see this new move. I've never seen Razor Shell. I've seen worse move animations. Oh, nice! Level 18! Never known anyone so powerful, have you? Oh, that's a pity. Turn a book to a shelf after reading. This is a rule when you read a book. Looks at boxes of books in my room. Okay, first things first. Pokemon. Switch, I'm going to regret this. Yes. Memo on the back cover. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat it up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? The hint is on a bookshelf closer to the entrance than here. Children's books. Sweets for Pokemon. Poffins! There we go, found it. Memo on the cover. Managed to get here without being tricked by the questions. Now this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, move 1 to the left, move 2 forward, move 1 to the right. Move 1 backward. Now where is it? Find it by yourself. Well, I can tell you now. It's this one. I'm wondering, did you see the last memo and come to me? Okay, I'll give you the last question. Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me? Yes. Let's hope we win against her then. 3 Pokemon. Lillipup versus Lillipup, but that level difference could hurt. Defense drop? Yes! We're getting very lucky with the defense drops. Oh, so close. Oh, second defense drop. Nice. That was a very powerful tackle. Oh, that's a decent chunk of experience. Gonna switch Jackie in. But not for the reason you think. Use. That'll be enough. Led with Leo, okay. No, I didn't want to go in that. I wanted to fight and double kick. That was nice and easy. And yes, switch Pokemon. It's a risk using a level 15 against the gym leader, but I'm not going to grind. I'm also, I think, yeah, I'm just looking at my timers. Defense drop? I am just willing them into being. And another defense drop? No. Those tackles are is stab. Stab, that's why. I don't resist. There we go, got ourselves up to level 15. Nicely done, me. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Takedown. Yes, we will teach you takedown instead of Leer. I don't know how much it'll get used, but we'll teach it to you anyway. You can always replace it later. There we go. You'll meet the gym leader soon. This is the last book. Now, read the last book. Pokemon, the biology of Tepig. Do you want to read this book? Yes. Describes the biology of Tepig. A flame bursts inside its body and it gives off flame from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. There is a switch under the book. There we go. Wait for that, wait for that, wait for that. Oh, I never noticed the books actually topple. I've never seen that before. Right. We're going to go and heal, and then we will battle Lenora next time. Because we're out of time, I'm afraid. I would like to go longer, but my energy will not allow it. I am quite tired after a week at work being ill. Not majorly ill, but ill enough for it to be quite draining. But still, I'm pleased with the progress we've made. I'm pleased with the Pokemon we've caught. I'm just generally quite happy. I'm happy I got to stream again. I'm happy I got to see you folks. And I've got the house to myself for a week, which I'm quite cheerful for. So thank you everyone for coming along. I'm just going to wait for that to save. Now, I am actually going to step outside for this. We'll go and stand over by the accordion guy, but when stream restarts, we'll be back in the Pokemon Center. Right, yes, thank you everyone for coming. It has been a lot of fun. Thank you for the follows, the subs, the gift subs, the streaks, all of it. It's been wonderful. I will hopefully be back tomorrow night for more Subnautica. I know where I need to go now, so that should be good in Subnautica. We're getting close, I think. I think we're getting close towards the end now, which is good. Make sure you join the Finite in Discord so you get alerts when I'm going live, and also when Elcorn, who's been in chat, is going live. The Finite in Discord, for clarification for those who don't know, is a Discord I share with Elcorn and another one of my mods, Minipacks, who has been lurking in chat, I believe. You can also find me, Hunter555 on YouTube. That's where my VODs go. I am going to send you on a raid. The raid message will be #HunterRaid Howling at the Moon. I am going to raid Cat the Possum, I believe. Formerly Federation Rebels, now Cat the Possum. We're going to head over there. #HunterRaid Howling at the Moon with your favourite hype emotes. And yeah, I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. Watch something supernatural happen and now we can't meet tomorrow night. Nah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Right, good night everyone. I will not be raiding Cat because I think that they might be about to end. They've got, or at the very least, they've got raids disabled. So we will raid someone else. Who else have we got? Minecraft Melee. Let's try Minecraft Melee. I'm just going to double check Minecraft Melee is still going. Yes, Minecraft Melee is indeed still going. So we will raid her instead. Okay.